is up, party people? So welcome back to another video, and firstly, I mean, by now it's like a habit, like in the beginning of every video I say the same thing, that I'm sorry for being so inconsistent, but yeah, something's coming up and I thought that maybe that would be a good reason to film something and stuff. So anyways, so as you already saw from my thumbnail, that I'm doing a Q&A video, but this video is gonna be a little fun because it's my 19th birthday in like 3 days. When you're seeing this, I'm gonna post this on my birthday, so happy birthday to me, woohoo! Anyway, so I'm doing 19 questions for my 19th birthday, and yeah, I asked on my Instagram story for you guys to send some questions, and I'm gonna answer some of the questions which I found. So let's go. So the first question says, if you could live anywhere in the world, where would it be? Interesting question. I would love to live in the UK. Mostly, like mainly, I love London. So maybe, I don't know, in the future I'd love to live in London. Although I do have a wish of living in New York. I think every teenage girl who does not live in New York has that dream. So yeah, maybe I'll get a small apartment in New York one day. That's like me just daydreaming. So yeah. Okay, next question. What was the last movie you went to with friends, and what did you think of it? So the last movie I think was Ant-Man and the Quantumania. No way, I went. Okay, yeah, no. The last movie I went was it was a movie called Mrs. Chatterjee versus Norway. It's a great movie. It's based on a real life story about this woman who was living in Norway with her husband and two kids, and they are like an Indian family living there. So the Norway government were not okay with the lifestyle of the Indian family, and there were a lot of complications, a lot of court cases, and a lot of things happened because of that. The mother was denied custody of her kids, so it was that woman's fight against a whole country just to, just she was just fighting for her kids. So yeah, that was the last movie I went to, and what did I think of it? It was very emotional. Like towards the end of it, my friends and I, we were almost in tears, and like the first thing that we all did after we came out of the hall was call our moms, and like where we were, yeah, I cried. I called my mom and I told my mom, just go and watch the movie. So yeah, that was the last movie. Yeah. What would be your go-to karaoke song? Okay. I think it's gonna depend on the crowd. If it's like a crowd with friends or people of like around my age group, I think it is going to be a Taylor Swift song or a One Direction song or something. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, I can't choose. Okay, I'm gonna choose. If it's a One Direction song, a karaoke song, so it needs to be like a dance, a fun vibe. Maybe Best Song Ever by One Direction, or if it's Taylor Swift, maybe You Belong With Me. And if it's like a different crowd with like a little older people and stuff. It's probably, I don't know, it's gonna be probably a Bollywood song, or it depends on the crowd. I don't know, yeah. Or maybe some classics by ABBA, or like, from Mamma Mia and stuff, yeah. Okay. Do you like or dislike surprises? Why or why not? Fun question. I love surprises, but I don't like waiting for them, if that makes sense. I don't know. So, yeah, obviously, I love the prospect of getting a surprise or something, but I would say that it's better that if you're giving me a surprise, it's better that you, like, it's better if I don't know that I'm gonna get a surprise, because if I know that there's a surprise coming up, the anticipation is gonna kill me. So I love to be surprised, but yeah, that's the thing. Okay, next. What's the most daring thing you've ever done? Intentionally or unintentionally? If it's intentionally, then I would say, okay, so I went on a school trip to the US, and we went to Disney World and Universal Studios, and we did a couple of roller coaster rides. Like in Disney, we did the Space Mountain ride. If any one of you have done it, it's indoors, so you don't know what's gonna happen next. You can't see anything. It's just happening. You're just falling and turning and whatever is happening. And in Universal, we did the highest roller coaster. I don't remember its name. I think it was either the Hulk or it was the other one, which was the red one. I think we did the red one. I don't remember its name. If you've been to the Universal Studios in Florida, please comment down below the name of the ride, because I don't remember it. So yeah, I think, yeah. And unintentionally, so it was not daring. It was not something daring, but it was like, after, okay, so I'll give you some context. So I was the youngest in the lot. A couple of people, it was during Durga Puja or something. We were returning from pandal hopping, and we were trying to get through somewhere, and we were like, we couldn't figure out the way. So we took a shortcut. We were following a couple of other people who were like, yeah, you can come this way. They were like a family. So it was a shortcut, but it was scary because it was like an empty railroad with no lighting. So yeah, it was completely dark. We had our phone flashlights on and everything. So it was exciting. The adrenaline was pretty much, yeah, but then it was like, okay, we did that. So yeah, that's that. What's the most daring thing you've ever done? Oh, I'm sorry, I just repeated the question. I'm sorry. What was the last book you read? Okay, the last book I read was I finished 2 books in 3 days. The 2 books are It Ends With Us and It Starts With Us by Colin Hoover. And so the last books I read were these books, and they were something. So yeah. Okay, the next question is also about a book, which is, what book are you reading right now? Just a second. So sorry, had to stop midway. I got a call from a friend. Anyways, so the next question is kind of related to this one. It is, what book are you reading right now? So I'm reading 2 books kind of simultaneously. One book I'm reading, like, before going to bed kind of a thing, and the other one is the one I'm reading like on my phone. Like, I don't have the book, I'm reading from a PDF. So the one which I'm reading before going to bed it's a Chetan Bhagat book, 5 point somewhere someone. A lot of people are gonna criticize me for reading this book because Chetan Bhagat is not considered to be a very, I don't know, a lot of people are like, you read Chetan Bhagat. I don't know why, but yeah, I like Chetan Bhagat books in general. Like, I've read 400 Days and The Girl in Room 105, and I've liked those books. So, yeah. And the other one which I'm reading from the PDF is again another book by Colin Hoover. A friend of mine suggested it. It's called Heart Bones. I'm just like 5, 6 chapters into it, and I'm liking it as of now at least. So, yeah, I like how they depict the female friendships. Like, I like how Colin Hoover depicts the female friendships in her books. Like, in the It Starts With Us, It Ends With Us series, there is Alyssa and Lily, and then here we have Sarah and Bea, if that's, I think I pronounced it correctly. But anyway, so yeah, those are the books I'm reading right now. So, how many questions did I answer? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 questions down. Okay, next. Is your glass half full or half empty? Am I a glass half full person or a glass half empty person? I am mostly a glass half full person. I'm an optimist mostly, unless unless I'm overthinking. I'm I'm an optimist. So, are you an introvert or an extrovert? I am an ambivert, but with a more extroverted side. So, generally, all my life, I've been an extrovert. Recently, after I came to college, I kind of went back into my shell a little bit, but then again, I'm again out of that shell right now, I guess, because yeah. So, yeah, overall, I'm an ambivert with an inclination towards the extroverted side. Next, what 3 things do you think of the most each day? Okay, so since it says things, I'm not going to talk about people like parents or stuff like that. I'm going to talk about things like, okay, so one thing has to be like my my fantasy world where I live in the UK. That's one, I guess. And then there is music, like me performing music or like musical theater, which is like my dream. And I don't know, another thing, okay, I'll just say my career in computer science, because that's what I'm pursuing right now. So yeah, 3 things. Okay, next. If you could join any past or current music group, which would you want to join? This is again, this is like my answer from a while back, which I'm not gonna change. I, as a kid, not as a kid, obviously, like a couple of years back, I had this dream that I'm going to be the girl who brings One Direction out of their hiatus. I'm gonna be like the only girl One Direction member, and I'm gonna bring them back, and I'm gonna be a part of One Direction. And yeah, so I would say One Direction, but other than that, I don't have any. Um, yeah, I would rather create a band of my own, probably.
Okay, people, this is me while editing, and I just realized that I did not mention for this question ABBA's, like the band ABBA. I love their songs, so I'm always singing along to their songs, and yeah, but I didn't mention them, so I think that would be again another band that I would love to be a part of. But it's true when I said that I would rather create a band of my own. So yeah, this is future me while editing. And I'm sorry that I'm whispering because my roommate is asleep right now. It's like 2 in the morning, so
Okay. If you had to describe yourself as an animal, which one would it be? I'm very lazy, guys. Okay, I'm not. Okay, no, I'm gonna correct myself. I'm not lazy. I deny the fact that I'm lazy. I'm just in goblin mode. For those who don't know what this word means, it's a new word added to the Oxford Dictionary, which translates to the word which we use in Bengali called lad. Okay, which is basically just sitting around doing nothing in particular, just relaxing but not being lazy. So, yeah, I'm that. So, animal, I would say I'm a panda or like a sloth bear or maybe a koala because I love cuddles. Next question. If you could be someone else for a day, who would you be? I'm not gonna give a childish answer like the president of India or like the president of the US or something like that. I'm gonna say a Broadway casting agent, and I would cast and I would suggest the idea of doing a production of, like, I don't know, a good musical and cast this Indian girl called Audrika as the lead. Yeah, that. Yeah, okay. People are gonna laugh at me for that, but it's fine. I'm doing this, so yeah, well. Okay, what celebrity would you like to meet at Starbucks for a cup of coffee? Is this even a question at this point? I mean, okay, sure. Harry Styles, guys. I would love to meet Harry Styles over a cup of coffee at Starbucks. Although he's in English, so I think he would prefer tea. So maybe we'll just get something in between. Yeah, but not something like chai tea latte or whatever they call it, because I don't know, I have not tried it, but yeah, sure, whatever. Next question. Are you related or distantly related to anyone famous? Okay, so on my mother's side of the family, I'm related to a couple of famous people. That is so. Yeah, firstly, okay, um, there is this Bengali actor called Bodhisattva Mojumdar who happens to be, I think, my grandmother's cousin. So, yeah, so he's like my grandfather. And so, also, there is someone in the same family line who's like my cousin, like second or third cousin, but like is my cousin nonetheless. He is also someone who does movies and TV serials in Bengali. So they are famous people, they do count. So I would say I'm related to people who are famous. Okay, next. How many pairs of shoes do you own? Okay, I'm not going to count the ones which I left back at home, and I'm not going to count the sandal which I wear, like, is my everyday home wear. So the outdoorsy shoes which I own, I have two shoes for like my two running shoes. I have one kind of like a pump shoe for traditional wears, another of the same kind which is torn right now, which I need to get fixed. Then I have my normal heels, then I have my fashionable heels, and then I have my Crocs, and then I have my ankle boots. So that's 8. Okay, next. Okay, we are left with 4 questions. Aside from necessities, what one thing could you not go a day without? Again, if it's like an abstract thing, I would say music, but since it's like a thing, I would say my ukulele. But then again, not every day I sit with my ukulele. So I would say my boo. Yeah. This young man right here is like my everyday companion. I can't stay without him. So yeah. Say hi, boo. Yeah. So that. Okay, I'm sorry. My friend was here, and we were just laughing around and joking around. Anyways, next question. Have you ever had a nickname? What's your favorite one? Obviously, I've had like a lot of nicknames. Out of them, my self-given nickname is Addy, which is pretty obvious, but it's not my favorite. My favorite nickname, I have two actually. Okay, so one is Ads, ADZ, which my best friend gave me. So there's that, and the other one is like, okay, so y'all know that I have two names, Audrika, Shinjini. So I have an uncle who calls me Ginny, from like short for Shinjini. So it's Jini, Ginny. So I really like that for some reasons, and yeah, it's one of my favorite nicknames. Okay, next one. One musical you would want to be a part of. I have plenty, but there are two which are like significantly like something. So one of them is so there's Mamma Mia, the Broadway musical, and then there is Mamma Mia, the movie. And then there is Mamma Mia, Here We Go Again, the movie, which is like a prequel, sequel thing of the Mamma Mia storyline. So, and there is no Broadway show for Mamma Mia, Here We Go Again. So, I have this, I have a dream that Mamma Mia, Here We Go Again is gonna be a Broadway show, and I'm gonna play young Donna Sheldon. So yeah, I have I have that dream. Just look at me, I'm giving Mamma Mia references while answering this question. Just anyways, so there's that. And the other one, okay, so recently NMAC opened in Mumbai, the Nita Mukesh Ambani Convention Center, and they are gonna host the original cast of Sound of Music for like I think 2-3 weeks. So after I heard that, I was like, why is it just the original cast? Why are we not having like an Indian cast of Sound of Music playing at NMAC? So if that ever happens, I would like to audition for the role of Maria, because yeah, I love Sound of Music, I love the songs, and yeah, so I would that would be like another. So these are the two roles my like right now at this point I can think of these two right off the bat. So next, are you single? Yes, I am single. um, I'm not necessarily looking for anyone because I don't know, but I wouldn't be opposed to being in a relationship. Like, I love love, my parents love love, they wouldn't mind me having a boyfriend. So, yeah, if there is someone out there who I would like, who would like me, then maybe sure. But right now, yes, I am single. So that's all. That is 19 questions I answered. Yeah. I have another question, which is like a bonus question, which I thought I would answer as like a good luck question for the next year. My I am 19, going on 20 kind of question. What is wrong with me? I'm singing. Oh my god, my life is a musical. Anyways, so this last question is, what character should have been the protagonist of the Harry Potter series? So this question, it's a little difficult to answer. Firstly, like most Potterheads, I'm not in love with Harry Potter, the character. I don't like his character most of the times. Like book Harry, still okay because of his kind of sassy attitude sometimes, but sure. Anyways, I think, spoilers ahead, people, if you've not read or watched Harry Potter and you want to do that, don't watch this part. But yeah, I feel Snape deserved better. Snape's, I mean, yeah, Snape is like my favorite character, so there is that. And I think even Draco deserves a better ending. Like, he deserves a redemption arc, I feel, and he deserves a better ending. Maybe that's just me speaking from my obsession of Draco Malfoy after reading so many fan fictions, but still I feel like Draco Malfoy could have had a better ending. So he was not the villain. So that's all I'm saying. Yeah. So that's all, guys. I answered 19 plus 1 questions for my 19th birthday. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, do consider leaving a thumbs up, subscribe if you want to, and click the bell icon, and comment down below if there are any other questions you would want to have answered. I'm gonna note them down for my 20th birthday maybe. And yeah, so it's May already. I give my NSEM exams in like a month, so 1 year of college is gonna be over. So yeah, that's that. So yeah, well, so thank you so much for watching. I'm gonna see you guys in the next video. Bye bye. I love you guys.